crazy world we live in now.
It's crazy, and everybody thinks that they can do everything, and it's so hard because everything can be taught. Everything can be taught, and like I don't know if you and I talked about this. I don't have a college degree. I literally went to college for like a year and a half, and I was like, fuck this. I don't love this. But I also had like so many opportunities to learn and grow and all the things. And I was like, let me just go get the experience and let me make sure that I even before, cause like I didn't come from a lot of money, and I paid for my college. I didn't have TOPS and all the things. So it was like, if I wanted this degree, I was going to have to pay for it. Right. So I was like, before I invest all of my money, let me go see if I even like what I'm doing. And then I just went and spent 8 years getting the experience that, you know, people were needing to get whenever they got out of college, that they couldn't get jobs because they didn't have the experience for. And God, that like changed my trajectory of like this life that I live now. Now I'm just drowning in social media.
You're definitely ahead of your time, because now I think people are starting to understand that college isn't exactly for everyone, and it's not necessary for every job that's out there now.
It's not, and it is great. I'm so glad.
It's great for some people. It's great for some professions, for sure.
I'm glad that, you know, people can do it, and hey, it's great. But I've also seen time and time again where it's pushed people back so much, because like so many of my friends, whenever they got college degrees and they went to college, they applied for these dream jobs, or they applied for entry-level positions, and these entry-level positions are asking for experience. And it's like
that whole catch-22 thing.
The whole thing is entry. Like, what do you mean I need 10 years of experience? Teach me?
Yeah. All of a sudden I have to spend 5 years in school. It took me 6 to graduate college.
Yeah, no, like who knows what they want to do? I think back to when I was 21. I'm like, thank God I didn't do what I was gonna say I was gonna do, because it was multiple things. I was like, I want to be a doctor. I want to be a lawyer. And thank God I didn't go down that route, because that's hell.
I'd be miserable if I did the things my parents wanted me to do when I was young.
Well, that's what, and I think back to, you know, my parents are great, but they, you know, were very like, my mom didn't work. My mom was a stay-at-home mom, and my dad was very blue collar. He's got a job at 16, and he's had the same job for 50 years. And like,
that's legit though.
It's great, like, but that's not the lifestyle that I could ever put myself in, you know?
Such great work ethic and loyalty though.
That's where I learned, you know, loyalty to people, but also just doing right to people. Like my dad has always, you know, said like, what comes around goes around. And that is something I've really tried. I think you and I try to do in this, especially in Baton Rouge. Like, it's a small town, things get around, but also like if you just do good work and you do good to people, that goes so much further than being an asshole. But also, I mean, everybody knows everybody in this town.
If you do it for the right reasons, then it's always going to come back around in the right way that you want. It might not be a quick turnaround.
Exactly. Yeah.
But if you do it for yourself, you do it, let's call it feeding the soul, right? I've been using some weird terms lately, but I do things to fill my pitcher, like fill my cup up so I can fill other people's cups. And this part of doing this is it fills my cup.
I know my husband and your wife probably gets this too. They're like, when do you ever, like, there's this thing that people do. They go to 9-to-5 jobs and then they come home and they do nothing. That's like a normal human job. And like, I don't know what that is. Like, cause I was on 5 boards at one point, and I was then doing influencing on top of having a 9-to-5. And then, I need to go to this event. I need to go show face with this. And like, my husband was like, how do you do this? Cause like your social battery, he knows how my social battery is. We talked about this.
I'm so glad. Yes. Yeah.
We had a really great, dinner 2 weeks ago at Spice Affair
Supper Club.
Shout out.
Yeah. I love those guys.
I saw that you already bought tickets.
100%. I'm bringing like 4 other people this time. So yeah.
I want to go, but again, I'm trying my Q4. I was like, no is a 1-word answer.
Yes,
and so I'm trying to say no. I'm trying to protect my Q4 because I am trying to learn the balance. Like me working 80 to 90 hours a week for the last 6 months was great. It's fulfilling. My cup is filled, but I'm trying to learn that it's okay to not do everything.
It takes away a lot. Like you're filling it up, but sometimes you deplete a little bit faster than you fill.
That social battery.
So it's crazy that when I say this, people are like, you're an introvert? I was like, dude, I would much rather be at home with my kids. I'd rather be doing like just not people things, right? But like a one-on-one interaction for me fills the cup. Like I absolutely love when I have a one-on-one conversation, which is why me and my team work so well together, is because it's usually a very small group of people trying to solve one singular problem, right? But when you put me out in a large group of people, I can do it. I'm so glad
we got to sit together, because when we went to that, I was like, this fills my cup. There's 3 people in this room, and like this fills my cup. This is so good, and my battery's not drained. Like I can start my morning at 7 a.m. doing this. But when I go into a group setting where I don't know, because you and I were talking, like me and my husband on the way to the supper club, and I think even you and your wife in y'all's car was like, who's going to be there?
Yeah, dude.
Is it
so nervous?
Is it going to be somebody that wants to talk business the whole time? Because then that's the thing. Another thing is you get into these settings, and then it's like, well, sometimes I don't want to talk about.
They pigeonhole you. They're like, can we talk about social media influencing, or can we talk about the restaurant? You're like, can we not?
Can we not? You know what I would love to do is talk about not
nothing.
restaurant mine, like
Can
not
we just talk about what's directly in front of us right now.
the food, the beer. I want to take shots, like whatever.
Yeah. I want to get ricked.
Oh no, getting ricked. My liver hurts already thinking of it. But yeah, it's the social battery is so real, and I'm like you. My definition of a great night is at home, lights off, reading a book, like dim lighting, and maybe having a margarita, maybe not, like enjoying time with my dogs. Like that is where I get my fulfillment. But also, like, we have to be adults in the world, and we have to talk to people, and like, especially we're business owners, and I love it. I love, like, this is what's great right now.
I know it sounds like you're complaining, but I know you do you love both sides of it, though.
I do.
Like, you need both. It's a balance.
I'm toxic. I love the hustle. Like I know what I'm doing to myself, but also that's where we put guardrails in, and that's
boundaries.
where, like, Q4 is all about the boundaries.
I like that you're learning different things in Q, like in the different quarters. I need that, but my quarters just run. My quarters are like more financial quarters for like business. So, but I need personal quarters.
Yeah, that's I've separated the two in some aspect, but that I've also had to be like, okay, like, I mean, even I talk to business owners that have been doing things for 15 years in the agency world, and like they are making mistakes that they should know better by now. But also they're like, I'm a human, like, especially with technology and AI and all these things going on, like there's so many mistakes to be made that you're never going to not make a mistake. But I think I've always been about, and I feel like you are too, is like, I own it. Like when I make a mistake, I'm the first one to put it on paper and be like,
I did this. And then I'm going to teach you why I made the mistake. And then I'm going to teach you the solution that I came up with, because maybe you have a different solution for it.
Yep. If you have a smarter one, let me know, because I'm all about it. I'm not the smartest person in the room ever. I'm probably the dumbest, but
That's
I will
what I think all the time.
Learn,
If I'm the smartest person in the room, I'm in the wrong freaking room.
I need to leave.
Sure. Yeah.
The room is probably on fire and burning down.
I'm like, dude, don't look to me for answers, Like, I want to be the one learning things from people.
No, literally. Like
escape rooms. I did an escape room one time, and like, I just didn't say anything, and I knew the answers to things, but I just did.
I appreciated it for what it was when I did mine, but I also kind of stood in the back and was like, I kind of want this to be over.
Yeah.
I'm kind of over this. I don't want to stand in a room and figure out clues. This is my personal hell.
Yeah.
Am I in the bad place? This must be the bad place.
Yeah.
That's how I felt.
Oh, what a good show, though.
I know.
I love that show.
Puts things into perspective too, because like, I see these, I've seen this quote like 100 times this year, and I don't know why it keeps, I guess I keep liking these posts that say the same quote. It's probably why the algorithm's feeding me it, but it's, I'm not religious, but it's, I prayed for the things that I have now. And like, I'm always trying to be very like, when I was 8 years ago, I craved this. I wanted this lifestyle, and I wanted all the things that I have now. And so like, what a pleasure it is to have the things that I once wished for, but also it's okay to want more. And I think that people get so stuck in the like, I should be grateful, and I haven't. No, you can want more, but also you can want less,
and you can complain about the things that you're doing and still love it.
Yep.
I'm a complainer. I love to complain.
I love to complain. It makes things relatable.
Yes, because I don't want to pretend like I'm just having a great time when things aren't that great. But if I'm having fun, it could be not so fun. It could be stressful. It could be whatever it is.
That's probably my toxic thing. Is people are like, oh, how things are going. I was like, oh, they're going.
Yeah.
They're fucking going. Or like, God, I say it's going. I say the fire's fire. I don't know, God, I've said some stupid things. I'm just too honest, but also I'm just like, this is reality. Like if you bring me one person that's like, I know there's so many people that are like, oh, I'm having a great week. And you also don't want to put off your problems onto somebody else. So I always, when I talk to my friends, I'm like, are you in a place to hear me bitch? Because I'm about to go off the rails.
Right.
Like, do you want to go down the petty trail with me? Because I'm about to go. But I always try to make sure my friends are in that place where they can.
Or they're ready, yeah.
But also like, no.
Sometimes they're just not ready for it, like
Sometimes I'm not ready for it. And like, I'm like, oh man, that's what kind of day we're having, Jordan. Okay, that's fine.
Yep. I'm all about that though. I love the complaining part of things. And dude, just talking
about it makes things relatable.
So when you hang out with the right people, I don't have to second guess myself so much about the things that I say or the things that I put out there.
Yeah.
Because if you're not ready to hear this, be like, hey man, I'm not ready to hear this right now. And I'm like, cool. We'll talk about it later.
You know, one of my safe spaces, so obviously I've been an influencer for a while. Now I have my own social media business. And like as an influencer, there's a lot of influencers now. And like, it's totally different than when I started 8 years ago. But you were just on the podcast for the Eat the Boot guys. They are such a safe space for me. And like literally we always like, people don't realize that we are all genuinely friends outside of the cameras and outside of food events and all that. So we'll have like off the rail nights where we go to like Tony's house and like we each bring our own food and then we say no cameras and we just talk the mad shit that we can talk. But it's just like getting in a room with your friends and having conversations. You wouldn't film that normally. And so like it is super helpful that I actually have built friends in this community. And I feel like you've become a friend now too, of just like you can be honest with the people that are also doing what you're doing. But those guys are so good
about things.
No, and those guys are so genuine.
I literally talk about them every chance that I get because that group of people they're genuine, authentic, kind.
Yeah. They keep me in check.
Yeah.
They literally, I had such a, like the last 2 weeks, I've kind of had this high of like just like really like doing all this community work. And like, I got put in a few different magazines and I just had this high of a week. And then they give me that reality check where they put the worst fucking photo of my face on the things I ate this week on their Facebook post. And it's like me shoving a hot dog in my mouth. And it's not the most, they keep me in check and they're like, somebody's got to humble her.
Yes.
And they are going to do it. And that's what you need in your life is people that humble you.
I want people who talk shit about me to my face.
To both. You can do it whatever you want. They talk shit about me in a group message in with me in it and they roast me.
That's to your face though.
Yes.
Yeah, it has to be. Like it's not like a backstabbing kind of thing. It's like I'm going to mess with you.
If you saw the treatment I got, it's pretty good.
I can't remember what comment it was. It was like you had 2 phones or something. They're like, all right, Kevin Gates or something like that. Like,
I don't have them with me, but this again, first world problem, social media business owner. I think we have 22 to 25 social media clients monthly. And Instagram only allows you to log into like, you can bypass it, but it's like 10 or 13 accounts. Our goal as a social media business is to actually run your social media and not just like post it on a platform and let these posts go live and nobody manage your account. So I have to have 4 phones to stay logged into all the iPhones. So I'm Kevin Gates, the girl version now. One's not a pimp phone.
It could be. I mean, you could get another one.
I thought about changing the number because we were talking this morning about text messages and like, the problem is you
probably don't need another phone though.
I don't need I need another line. I need a line that's like a private line because I've made myself accessible and I love that. And I love being the resource. But the problem is now that like, and I love it. I love the problem that I've created is that I am the person that people are like, well, what do you think of this? And I have to kind of have like a 24 to 48 hour text message buffer. And like sometimes that 48 hour turns into 72 hours. But like I'm a real person that I don't check on my things, but like I wake up with 100 text messages.
You have a real life.
Yep. It's great. It's great. I love it. But also I'm like, I need a new phone. Like I said, I need an incognito phone.
And complain about it at the same time.
Yeah.
Those are the people that I love the most because it's real shit.
It is. Yeah.
Like I love to complain about things, but I'm gonna do a great fucking job for you.
It's just like when you go to a food review, like whenever you're eating food, you are allowed to complain about the food that's being put in front of you.
I mean, sometimes like not to hurt anybody. If I don't like something, I just won't say anything about it. But if I love something, I'm going to say I love something. That's
what the spice affair is the perfect example of. Even when I saw the menu, I was like, am I going to like that? Like,
you're not a big spicy person.
I'm not a big, and Needy loves to fuck me up. She loves to be like, Jordan, ha ha ha, this is funny.
I watched them mess with you. It was awesome.
They were like, they
brought out the Pepsi for you.
But you almost needed it.
I did take it, by the way. I needed it.
See, people
I benefited from them messing with you for sure.
I knew better because when I looked over and saw you sweating on plate 2, I was like, it's not just me. It's not just me. And then I looked around the table and other people were starting to sweat. And I was like, I'm not the little girl.
On the plate 2, like on the second course, I thought for sure it was just going to keep ramping up. I got real nervous. I was like, I need a beer. I need something. Do you have milk? Like some like white bread? I don't know what I need right now.
And I forgot because last time we did it was me, the Eat the Boot guys. And then we did a off the rails. Yeah. Just friends and, just did a little potluck over at their house. And they're like, please come over. We're going to cook you true traditional Indian dishes that you're not going to get at the restaurant they no longer own because we won't name that one now. But we had like this off the rails night and then it was literally like I brought 2 pints of ice cream and a gallon of milk because I knew better.
Yeah.
But then it ended up being super spicy and it was like we're not built for that here.
No.
This is Baton Rouge. Like, we do spice, but we do Cajun spice. We don't do Indian spice.
That's like hot.
Hot.
I don't understand. But going into it, I mean, I know Indian food's spicy. So like going into the dinner, the event, I don't know what you want to call it. The dinner. Yeah, the dinner. I was like, dude, no matter what, I'm taking it all in because I love to try new things, especially when someone took the time and put the love into what they did. I want to try it. I'm not gonna be like, hey, can I get that without this? Or like, no, dude, try it how they meant to have it. And if you don't like it, just don't get it again.
Well, and also that, that's Rick and Needy are doing a great job of like they've created something. Their passion is serving people and their passion is creating dishes and creating moments. And like they had this restaurant for so long. And I think that they realized as they did more and more blind dinners, oh, we love this. Like we love being able to show our culture. And like, whenever you come to a blind dinner that's an Indian dinner, you're bringing the crowd that is going to like Indian food for the most part, or maybe they're exploring.
They're trying something,
You're not going to have the general population that comes into an Indian restaurant and they're like, well, where's the burger?
Yeah,
and
one star, too spicy. You're
the
like,
burger didn't have salt on it. Well, it's an Indian restaurant. Like, the burger's not the main course.
Yeah.
But like, whenever they created this idea, I was like, well, are we going to be sitting in their living room? Like, I was like, what is this thing? And it is truly a mind-blowing experience. Like when we walked around the backyard, you're like, okay, okay, we're doing it in the backyard. And they've put so much money into this experience of like, it is a state-of-the-art kitchen in the outside. It's
like a commercial kitchen outside.
Outside. Super nice setup. There's waiters and like, you're like, wow, this is a supper club. This is it. And so it helps though, cause like the
service was awesome.
The service was awesome. And like the food was awesome. But like in that situation for them, they're like, why are we not selling tickets? We just announced people need to see it. And now they're sold out for the next 3 months. And so like, and you're a consumer of that. You've already bought tickets to your next one. I'm gonna buy it January. I'm like waiting because
let me know. I'll come with you.
Yeah,
we'll bring Michael.
We could just bring be like, can y'all just cook for us?
Yeah.
Like we don't have to. I mean, I love that is the thing though.
I was like, can we just hire you for a private event somewhere?
I'm glad because that we were talking about how we didn't know who was going to be there, and that's kind of hard for us introverts.
It's terrible for me because you got to turn it on.
You got to turn it on.
I didn't know if I had to bring it or not. If I could just be myself.
Yep. And then me and Michael sit down next to you, and we're like, let's fucking take shots. Yep. Let's talk shit, and can we make memes and like all the things and like Michael, my husband, is like very. He did it for a while. He did the entertaining with me, and now he's like, yeah, that's not my cup of tea.
Yeah.
So I get like, we joke, we have like a 2 event a month limit for him, and like that was one of them. And he was like, JP is so cool, dude. And then when you sent the text and you were like, get that guy Michael, let's go. I was like, dude, you're like, okay, it's so nice when you actually meet other people that are like just genuine.
I like
and
your
like
people.
When you go to all these events, and I'm sure you're going to a lot of them too now, especially with the Restaurant Association. You just have to put on for people, and you can just tell when some things are fake, and you can tell when they're not. And it
takes so much energy to be like what you think I should be.
Exactly. And I don't have that in me anymore. Like, how they say like your parents, like the older you get, the less fucks you give. Yep. I've already ran out of fucks. Like they're really running low. I build some more up and then they run back out. And I'm like, okay, like those events kind of do that to me now. Cause I think you and I going into the room, you can tell when people are what intentions are. And like, I love when people genuinely care about your brand and they're like, tell me about what's going on and like all the things, but also like, tell me about you. Like, what are you and your wife doing this weekend? And like, tell me what's your kids going on. Like,
that's the thing that I'm most interested about. Like, that's what I want like these podcasts to be about. I can follow you anywhere. I can follow your website. I could do anything and figure that part out.
Yeah.
But
tell me who you are.
Really, to be honest, I don't care about that as much, Like, yes, I care that it's important to you and you're awesome at it, but like,
there's always so much more.
Yeah.
So much more. And then also you're able to relate to people more. Cause then like the more like when you and I sat at the dinner and we were just cracking inappropriate jokes back and forth with each other.
I was hoping people weren't listening, but then the more I drank, the more loud I get.
Well, and then you see around the table and it's all people of all different, political stances, all different races, all different things. And you can tell when a joke lands and you can tell when a joke doesn't land.
You're like, I probably should have said that.
Us corner of the table were landing every time. And we were like, yes, we have a safe space. And like everybody, we weren't saying anything crazy. We're having fun and like
being ourselves.
I got to know if I can have fun with you and cut up.
Because if we can't, we're not doing this.
Yeah.
Like, we're not going to.
You can roast me, I can roast you. And then also we can have fun.
I just want it to be comfortable and normal and natural because I didn't know her at the time. I met her again, Maddie. the Advocate.
The Advocate,
yeah,
yes, yeah.
I was like, oh my God, is she gonna write something about this? Like, owner of her mom's completely inappropriate. You're like,
sat at corner of table, took shots with Jordan Basham's husband.
You're like, no, like. But then I met her. I saw her again on Monday. She's super freaking cool.
Wait, I ran into her on Wednesday at the coffee shop, and I was like, I know you from somewhere. And I was like, oh, you were at the dinner, and she was like, that was so amazing. And she was like, oh my God, y'all were so fun, and like she was like, please, like let me know. I was like, please let us know if you ever want to like go get food that is not like,
let's go grab a drink or something.
Anytime.
Dude, I'm cool with this.
Anytime,
you know?
And she was so nice.
I'll grab a drink with anybody I like, really.
Yeah,
You know? Like,
and I won't grab a drink with anybody I don't like.
Give me an excuse to hang out, because if it's not, I'm probably working.
But it has to be within our introvert hours.
Yeah,
we need our time, because like I'm a grandma now. If it's past 8 o'clock, I'm like, oof, big scary.
I'm glad you said that, because I have to get my buzz on before 10:30 now
At night?
Yes, if we
because I'm like
out.
in morning, because it's
it's 9:40. No. Well,
I
you almost brought espresso martinis.
I did it. I got my shirt on just in case, but
yeah, I gave you the option. We could do it at 9 a.m. and we could drink caffeine, or we can do it at 4 over wine or something.
I'm a failure. I know.
Because I've never done the 4 p.m. wine thing. So I was like, you should have been my first.
We could do it again. We could do it again.
do this again.
We could do like a tequila tasting.
Yes.
We could bring this thing on the road. We could go podcasting on the road, you know? I'm like so my introvert hours are like, I don't go outside of my neighborhood past like really past 4 o'clock, because I don't like getting stuck in traffic. I get anxiety about it. And then like I'll go to dinner, but also now I don't like going out to dinner on Friday and Saturday nights, because everybody and their mom. Yes.
Yeah.
Like put me in Nino's on a Tuesday at 6 o'clock, and you have like, that is my life. That I love that. That's calm, peace, easy. I don't like loud rooms anymore. Like, so I'm really like turning into an old soul.
I never like those rooms anyway, because every time I walk in, I'm like, who's looking at me? Like,
who's listening?
Yeah.
I can't go cut up. I mean, I can. I'll cut up.
Yeah. So if I'm gonna have like a real night out or something, it has to be like in New Orleans or something where I think no one knows me, and then you always run into somebody that knows you. You're like, all right, put the game face back on.
Me and my operations manager were in New Orleans one day. We had to go we went to the combine for Saints, which was super cool.
Dude, I saw that. How awesome was that, dude? Well, you got an arm, dude.
I'm not a sports ball girl at all. I don't know how I guess because I'm a foodie, I got chosen for that. But literally I was like, I'll do it. It ain't gonna be good, but I'll try. But for that, we had went and we're working in, they have some really great co-working spaces. And literally as we were gonna leave, we started making a joke about something in the elevator. We didn't name drop or anything. We just made a joke. And literally this guy happened to get on and he was like, you look so familiar. And I was like, I don't know. I'm like from Baton Rouge. And he's like, I'm from Baton Rouge. And then he lives in New Orleans, but he is from Baton Rouge, lives in New Orleans now. And then like literally we ended up growing up on the same street.
Oh, wow.
He went to high school and middle school with my sister. And I was like, so he knew me from my sister. And I was like, you got to watch everything everywhere you're at. Cause even like Louisiana is still a small state.
It's very small.
Everybody knows everybody.
It is so small, man. Golly. You run into that's what I like about it too, though. What do they call it? The biggest little city or something?
The biggest little city.
Yeah.
Yep.
Especially in what we do, like the whole food scene.
It's built my career for me. I literally I started at Raising Cane's when I was 16, and then since then I still have connections to this day that I can call and pick up the phone and ask questions to. But it being such a small city, like that has built me. That has built why I've been so successful. Like I think if I did the foodie thing in Dallas or did the foodie thing in New York, it wouldn't have worked. And I think, but also like I've been able to put the time into the community to like make these relationships. And so like you and I can sit here and do this, and then we can go to your restaurant later tonight. And then from there, like I might see you at supper club. And then there's all these things where we constantly run into each other. So it's nice. It's not so big of a city where you meet one person one time and you never run into them again.
I love that, because I tell my team, like, well, not my actual, well, I guess they're my team, like staff members and stuff a lot of the times. I was like, you don't have to burn this bridge. Like I can help you find another job somewhere else. I was like, you don't realize that I can make one phone call and figure out everything I need to know about you.
I literally, as a business owner, I'm learning these things too, because I've had situations that I've had to deal with that because I work with freelancers now, and I'm not their boss. I'm somebody that employs them, but it's so different because I've worked in restaurants where I've managed 100 plus employees, and again, we talked earlier before the mic was on. fire. If you are in the job to fire somebody, you're in the wrong job. I want to cry every time I have ever had to do that.
It never gets easier.
It never gets easier. It's never great. There's nothing that comes from, oh, I did this. And like, now that I'm working with freelancers, I'm like, wow, it's like, you just can choose it in the contract. But even then I'm like, I'm taking money out of somebody's plate. And like, I think people that are just starting their freelance career, and I'm one of them, like, I've been doing it for 1 year now, but people take things so personally now. And like, now that I'm looking at I'm the accountant, I'm the HR, I'm the things. And I'm like, oh, wow, there's a money reason behind things. There's not always a personal reason. And like, when I was a teenager, I took everything personally. If somebody I still
do take things personally.
I do too. I'm not gonna lie.
I try not to show it.
I know. If I see a caption somebody writes, I'm like, was that about me? Like, damn.
I was like, bro, like, it hurts your feelings. I say this all the time when people. I don't think I've ever seen a bad comment about you, but I'm sure there has been over time, right? But like, when you see those, you're like, bro, that hurts my feelings. Like, you do know I'm a person, right?
I'm very, very lucky in the fact of like, I've skirted by a lot of hate. Now, like, I started when I've been doing the influencer side for years.
When did you start? Because we were talking about that. I was scrolling through just your Instagram and I was like, there's no beginning to this.
I know.
Like, there's absolutely no beginning. Like, it's like a black hole.
2018. So my husband.
That's it?
Yeah.
No way, dude.
Swear.
No way.
Swear. You can. I actually just did a presentation at LSU 2 weeks ago and I only know that because I had to do the presentation and tell my story to these kids and kind of be like, hey, like, I know you're in college to get a degree, but know that this isn't everything you need to do. But so yeah, my husband and I'll go back, just a quick story is, husband and I, we've been together since high school. We're high school sweethearts. So we've been at it now 17, 18 years. When he graduated,
I love how you said we've been at it.
We've been at it for a while, we're no youngsters anymore, but gosh, I'm trying to remember the story now. Okay, we were dating. He graduated college. I got an opportunity with Raising Cane's. We were like, we both had the opportunity to move to Dallas. We hated Baton Rouge. We said, F this city. We want out. We were Baton Rouge haters, right? So we left the city. And then when we moved there, we were two kids who had never been in a huge city, two kids who were only lived in Baton Rouge, and we didn't know any better. So the way for us to figure out where to go was to get on social media and find places and like yada, yada, yada. So we were in Houston and Dallas for 2 years, learned you can expand your bubble and like, you just find this restaurant that has 4.5 stars and like, let's just go see what it is. So we did that all across Dallas and Houston. And then whenever Michael's mom and dad both got sick, we made the decision to move back to Baton Rouge. We were like, if we're moving back to Baton Rouge, not only are we moving back for family, we have to be better. We have to not talk shit about the city we live in.
Yeah.
So whenever we moved back, we said, we're not going to the places like we did before, because we had the one Mexican restaurant we went to, with the one sushi restaurant we went to. We never expanded past that. So every time we went on date night, we went to a new restaurant.
Yeah.
And then, so I was like, man, I really I have such bad memory. I need to remember all the places we're going. Cause like, where did I get that tempura from? Where did I get that roll from? So I was like, let me just like take photos of it.
Okay. So it started off just documenting, just for memory.
Just for personal gain. I literally just want to, I'm a fatty and I love food and I have bad memory. That is the core reason.
Bro, you just described me to a T.
I know, right? You're like, I feel seen. And so then I started the Instagram account. I was like, oh, what should we name it? And then we were like, well, where should we go for dinner? And then the name was born. I was like, well, it can't be G-O. It's got to be G-E-A-U-X.
Yeah.
And then that's how that started. And then I just started posting. 3 years I was anonymous. So I no face, nothing. It's literally just like really shitty photos with bad Instagram filters on it. And then COVID happened and I started being the only foodie to really post like to-go food. And that is just kind of what like people started finding me. And I went to 1,000 followers, 2,000 followers. And it was really awkward because like my friends would see the Instagram page and then show it to me and be like, do you see this Instagram page? Oh my God, have you been here? I know you love that restaurant. And I'm like, yeah, man, that's a cool Instagram.
It's a cool account. I'll have to follow him.
Yeah, man, I gotta follow him right now. Crazy, I already follow him. And then, I don't know. Finally, like I got a really great boss who took a chance on me at a law firm. And she was like, you do this. Like I had snuckily told her, I was like, yeah, like I kind of have this for fun. And she was like, wait, you need to put your face to it. And I was like, I don't know. Cause like I was also bigger and like I was not confident in the way that I looked and all the things like that, especially with being a foodie. Like I was, I ate a lot of food. And as soon as I put my face to it, like people realized like who it was and yada, yada. And then I don't know, it kind of grew bigger. And then I guess like after COVID, like that's kind of where it took off, and now here we are. And I think me just building relationships throughout the community has built what this is. And then also I do think that since this is crazy, and this is just something that I've noticed, is since I've lost weight, like I started kind of talking about my weight loss journey. That's gotten me more followers, because people are like, oh, you can be a foodie and lose weight.
Yes.
And like you are a real person, that like you're not just 110 pounds that just eats whatever and it goes nowhere. No, I started small.
It's not relatable.
It wasn't relatable. And so like I've gotten even better about trying to show my weight loss journey too, because 2 years ago I was 100 pounds heavier. So I think people have just like really picked up the fact that like I'm a real person,
I fluctuate so much. I lost 100 pounds. Like, yeah, but I go up and down because I enjoy eating.
I love food. It brings me joy. It brings me joy, and it is my comfort. But also I've learned as a foodie, like I can go to a 7-course dinner and do all the things. The next day I probably need to eat a salad, or like I've just learned to be healthier, because I was one of those people that if somebody brought me a plate of food to the table, I felt like I needed to eat it all. The chef only likes a clean plate.
Oh God.
And I'm like, that was ingrained in me. And I'm like, not a great thing, because like you can stop when you're full and you can bring it to go.
I think that's still like, I have to clean it. It's a happy plate.
Do you think that as a restaurant owner too? Like when you walk by and you do a table touch, you're like,
always. If I see your plate's cleared, I love it, because I know you enjoyed it.
Yep.
If you don't, then I go, hey, what could I have done better? And they're like, oh no, I'm just full. I'm going to bring half of it home to go home and eat. No, to me, it doesn't make sense. I'm like, why don't you just eat the whole thing?
You're not going to bring that soggy ass burger home. But then also, you also know, like, 2 points, like when you're just being polite. Because then sometimes like, look, sometimes I'm going to take the food home, make it disappear, and make it go to the trash.
Yeah.
But I'm not trying
to the dog or something.
That I think that's why also you mentioned like hate. I've never gotten hate, thank God. I've never had I've had a few like weird like death threats where it's just been like, you should die. And I'm like, oh, okay, well, your opinion, you're entitled to your opinion, and you can go fuck yourself.
Who the fuck says that to people?
Just randomly. Like it's definitely like, you can just tell it's like people that are bored. So like I have always told my clients.
Do you know how much that would hurt my feelings?
Now I've gotten, so when I first got like 1 or 2, I was like, oh my God, like what, like what does this mean? Like I was going down a dark rabbit hole with that. But then I got to meet the Eat the Boot guys, and I started learning their personalities, and they were like, you can catch both of these hands.
Yeah.
And like, I was a fighter in school. And so I'm like, you know what? You can catch these hands. Like, I don't owe you the joy of being polite to you. Like, actually, if you're going to tell me to go kill myself, I'm going to tell you to go fuck yourself. Like, and so I've really had to, understand that like when people say those things, they don't matter. Like what? Like
that's
you
what I love about
your
Joey,
day.
by the way.
I know they've taught me so much of just like not caring, and like it's so funny because like they are also the number one people in this town that will defend any restaurant.
Yes,
and they will fight. They will be scrappy, and like that's where I think I've kind of learned to stand my ground. And like my husband, even like I'll read things that when we do get like whenever it happens, Michael will be like, you want me to say something? He's like, how about you tell them blah, 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 blah.
You need some backup.
But then I've learned to say what I feel. But also, I'm not trying to hurt anybody's feelings. But so all that
to stoop to their level either.
But you know what? Sometimes it's fun. Sometimes it's fun.
I want to stoop so bad. There's a business owner in Hammond that he's like, he says exactly what he thinks when he gets like a negative review. And I'm like, I respect that so much, but I can't do that.
Yeah.
You know how many people you would alienate when you do that?
Well, I always make the joke, how fun, but also what I could have done, I could have created where not to go 225.
Yeah.
And that would have been a storm. I could have been the Sadvocate. I could have been the
Advocate. I love that.
What's the other one? Baton Rouge, the podcast, Baton Rouge Sucks.
Oh, yeah.
There's another podcast that it's called Baton Rouge Sucks. But I could have done all these meme accounts, but like that's not why I started this business. And trust me, there's businesses that I go into in this town and I have terrible experiences about. I never post about them. Genuinely, everything that you see on my page is things that I either appreciated something about it, I liked the visit, I loved the visit, whatever. It's things that I genuinely would tell somebody, hey, you can go do this, X, Y, and Z. I'll give also like feedback of things like, hey, I don't eat cream cheese in a sushi roll. I think that's silly. Yeah. So like, don't get cream cheese in your sushi roll.
If you're not a cream cheese fan, don't get this thing.
And like, I always make mods on things like Danny Wilson over at Danny's Dive Bar. Yeah. He will roast me any given day because I eat a cheeseburger with pickles and cheese only. And I want every pickle you got in the restaurant on that burger. That's all I want on my burger. And I'm going to live my life. I want a pickle
with a little bit of beef.
You got A1 sauce? Put it on the burger. Like, that's all I want. And so I'm very picky for a foodie. But, all that to say, I always tell my social media clients, going, because everybody wants to go viral and all the things, and that's when your haters come out.
Yeah.
And like that's when, like, we had a client go super viral for crawfish, and like the guy just needed us to post some things about crawfish because he had a lot left over. And so we were like, we don't have that great of content, like we can put something together. He was like, just put something together and put it out there. It got like 7-8 million views.
Whoa,
but then it
dude.
brought out all the Northerners who were like, y'all eat crawdads,
Yeah,
y'all eat
bugs, yeah.
of the sea, y'all are trash. And we got so much hate for it. But then also like,
But that's engagement.
it's engagement and
Yep.
it works. But
Yeah,
also
yeah, yeah.
it like people then came and he sold out of crawfish, and weeks after that he was selling out of crawfish. But then it brought the people who are like the crawfish connoisseurs who are like,
Oh God.
you're doing, it was Vietnamese style crawfish.
Yeah.
And so then
Nice.
we had, or is this actual Vietnamese style crawfish? Do they actually eat crawfish in Vietnam? And like all these things. And it's like, bruh, it's just seasoned crawfish.
Yeah,
Chill
dude,
out.
Come on.
There's a million other crawfish trucks in this town that you can go to. So all that to say,
It's something different.
going viral, getting all the hate, like that's not always you want. But hey, it is engagement.
It is. It will get you there. The sad thing about social media, it feels like it's the more positive it is, you do get a little bit of traction. But if it's super negative, you blow up.
Yeah. And I've kind of coasted. I've always done like, hey, this is the thing I'm going to do. Like, I went to the donut shop, the donuts I brought us today.
Yeah.
I don't tell anybody I go places. I shoot quick little videos. If you see me with a light in a restaurant with doing things, either they're paying me a lot of money to get that shot,
Yeah.
or I am like because I hate the social anxiety of that. I hate seeing influencers in a restaurant when I'm trying to have date night.
Yeah.
And like I'll be on the list. I'm #1 hater on that shit. But also, you know what? I see other people, that's what they do, and that's how they get their content.
Mm-hmm.
My content isn't shot with bright lights. Like it's either natural lighting or it's shot with like it's half-ass lighting in a restaurant. And like, yeah, maybe you're not able to see everything, but I'm also giving you the real experience of like what it is I'm doing. But that's why what makes all the foodies unique is we all have our own different style.
That's what I like. Yeah, I do like it that. I've always I think about like always having to shoot with a really good camera and like the perfect lighting. I'm getting to the point now where I just want to shoot things.
Yeah, and well,
Like it doesn't even matter. Like that link I sent you. I don't even care that people see that. It's the worst lighting I've ever had.
I can't wait to listen to it though, because people. I started that Instagram with my iPhone. All my content I shoot is on iPhone. There's not one. I can't think that there's one single thing on my page that's ever been shot with anything that's not an iPhone.
Really?
But
That's your look though.
that's my look, and that's what I go
It's
for.
your brand.
It's my brand, and like I used to be very particular about the grid. I was like, oh my god, the grid's got to be bright and colorful, and not. No, I've gotten my best views when I stopped caring, because as a creator and curator, you want everything to be beautiful, and you want everything to seem like aesthetic. And no, that doesn't get you the things that you think it does. And like, sure, maybe if you have the time to go do it, but I started losing joy for the craft whenever I started focusing on the small things.
I love that you said that, because when you stop having fun doing something, why are you even still doing it?
Yep.
So I love that you keep it fun still, because that's what I'm trying to figure out is like, I love what I do. I love shooting things. I just love this part of it, and like combining food and, shooting videos and like making things look pretty and like editing. Like I love all of that, but it's when it becomes work, I don't want to do it anymore.
It's not fun. And that's what there's myself and other influencers in this town that do make money from what we do. Mm-hmm. And I believe every influencer should be paid for the time and effort that they do. But I am different in the fact of like, and I've gotten in bickerments with other influencers about
bickerments.
I like that.
Yeah. That's a good term.
Of just like, there's influencers in this town that think that you don't need a tip when you go to a restaurant. There's influencers in this town, they're like, when a restaurant invites you, they should be covering the tip. And they're not wrong. Like the restaurant should be accounting for their employees. And that is something that whenever I do a collab with somebody and they do say, hey, like we'd love to invite you to the restaurant, yada, yada. I say, hey, like, do you have a fund to make sure your people are getting tipped? Like, what does your process look like? I ask that question. And if they don't, guess what? I pick up the tip. And usually, like, even if it's a $30 burger, I tip high on top of that. Like, I might double it or triple it because I'm like, it takes a lot of extra work.
Industry.
Well, your team, whenever you have to tell them, okay, hey, we have this influencer coming tonight, make sure they have great service. Yep. And like, sometimes those influencers come in and they're like, I'm not tipping you anything. And it's like,
I don't really work with those people. I have people like reaching out. I'm like, no, we're good.
We're good.
You know what I mean? Like, if you want to come eat, I'll take care of you. You know what I mean? But I'm not really looking for that.
I especially now that we run the social medias for businesses and like we get the messages from everybody. And look, I'm blessed enough to not have to have been the influencer. I did a few reach outs when like I was the first influencer to ever do a collab with LaBerge. And I was the one that was like reached out to them. I was like, hey, like I would love to like blah, blah, blah. And they're like, well, we've never done this before, but like, let's see. And this was in a world 5 years ago where influencers didn't do. So like, we paved that whole thing where influencers can now work with all these other places and casinos and whatever. But then there are times where like, so as a business owner, I see all these influencers that are new on the block. They take and copy and paste the same message to every single restaurant.
Oh God. Yeah.
They don't follow the restaurant when they send them the message. And then they'll be like, hey, at Jubin's, I love your food, blah, blah, blah. But you sent that message to our moms.
I get that a lot. I was like, clearly this wasn't for me. Like you'll get that for emails too. Like there's a bunch of emails. You're like, nope, spam.
I call them out. I make sure the restaurant's cool with it. I'm like, hey, like, I'm not sure if this message was meant for us. Like, we're not Jubins. Like, we appreciate you reaching out. We're full at this time. And like, it's kind of been nice because like, I'm not trying to like control who's going into the restaurants. I want every influencer to come to the restaurants. But what are your intentions? And that's where I protect the restaurant of like, are you just trying to get a free meal? Or are you genuinely like trying to do this? We have influencers that, you know, have been around in this town for a while and then they go stagnant for 2 or 3 years. And like, there's one in particular I'm thinking of that they have come back onto the market and they're like, hey, when am I coming to your restaurant? I don't know. The door's open. Yeah. Like you can come anytime it's open. Yeah. And
business
like,
hours are.
We'd love to, we're ready to come chow. All right, come on.
Come on. Like no one's stopping you.
The door, ready for you to come. And that's where I kind of struggle with things, especially as an influencer where I'm just like, hey, like, what are your intentions? Because like, I'll put my money where my mouth is every single day and say what it is.
I say this a lot. You support people with your dollars.
Exactly.
So if I don't like, why would I just take from you?
Yep.
You know? So like I always, like it's terrible when people are like, no, you don't have to pay for this. You're like, dude, I gotta pay for this. Like, dude, I own a restaurant.
Yeah.
Like I have to pay for this.
Somebody
I know that you
is
paid
losing
for this.
money somewhere. And like, maybe it's not my direct pocket, but like everything, a ketchup packet. Like when I worked at Raising Cane's, I started Cane's when we had 20 locations. So like we didn't even have cameras in the restaurant hardly. Like it was a whole different world. But like even they trained us like, you know, how much if somebody asks for ketchup, you give them 2 ketchup packets, right? Especially when the new ketchup packets came out. You give them 2.
Those were expensive. They're still expensive.
And then they did literally if you gave 3 ketchup packets to every however many people, how much money you'd be losing. And like now that I'm a business owner, I'm like, well, if a freelancer says they worked 19 hours, but then they only worked 18 hours, I mean, that money adds up over time. And so it's just, you know, I don't know, you don't have to nickel and dime for everything, but that's kind of what we were talking about earlier.
You have to be aware of it. Like, cause I just did the math one. It was over a decade ago that I did this. Cause someone was like, they were eating French fries. Like, bro, you can't be eating French fries. Like, you know, and then I did the math. If every employee ate 1 French fry every single shift at the end of the year, it was over $20,000.
Yep.
I was like, that's $20,000.
Yep. And it's until you describe it to them, they're like, oh, you're being dramatic or whatever. I'll give you, but also you treat your employees well where you're like, I'll give you a free meal if you just ask me for it. Yes, we do. But also like, we got to make sure the math out.
Like our employee discounts are super. Like we schedule you a straight through double, we're paying for your meal.
Yeah.
Right. But if you not 50% off anytime you come in.
Yep.
Like not even just when you work.
Yep.
You know, and it's like like I just want to cover my food cost.
Just help me out.
Yeah.
Help me up a little. That ground meat is expensive.
Dude, you got it. Right. And I started doing that because we're so close to college campuses, and I was in college for like 6 years. So understanding the struggles of like, you know. Yeah. Beer money, food money, right? I was like, dude, I want you to have both.
Yeah. Do y'all do the beer? There's somebody in this town that does it's like a PB&J. It's a pint of beer, a shot of Jameson, and then like a peanut butter sandwich or something like that.
Oh, dude, no.
I'll have to figure out who it was. Maybe that might have been a long time ago.
Or something?
Sounds like a Brickyard thing. That's diabolical. Like that's like the normal diabolical Brickyard thing. But I mean, there's a ton of restaurants at Hayride Scandal, Danny's Dive Bar. They do free red beans and rice if you're in the industry.
I want to go to Danny's. I've never been. Yeah.
Let's go. You could tell me we're going tonight and I'd go. Oh as long as it's in my window of hours.
Yeah, Jeff's shaking his head. We have to go to Hammond today. We're serving. Well, the restaurant is serving food, and I was just going to go and get some footage of it.
Yeah.
Once again, just to give people content.
No,
show
we have
Hammond,
to.
like Hammond's Hammond needs
Hammond's
as
in
much
an
help.
interesting predicament right now, right?
Oh wow, yeah.
Are y'all part of there's no alcohol being served?
January 1st, I think.
What are we, a dry county? What is this, Hammond?
So far, yes, it's looking like it, but there's no way that's going to happen.
There's no way.
You
They'd be
can't take
stupid.
away. Yeah. Like, I don't even know the real numbers. I'm going to make this up. Like 50% of the city's revenue. Like, we can't take that, And not to mention, you know how many businesses would leave? Like 7 businesses would shut their doors if that happened. I don't think they will. I think it's really just I think someone used the term posturing.
Yeah. Oh, hate that.
I was going to use a different word, a lot more vulgar, but
Posturing.
Yeah, but let's go with that one. And there's no way that it'd be scary if it was. But alcohol sales have been down for the past like 4 years anyway.
It's also like, I feel like, I don't know. It's been a long time since I've been in Hammond, and it's been a long time, but like the thing that brings people there is Southeastern, and then the Renaissance Fair, right?
Yeah.
What else?
Dude, yeah.
And then the Ponchatoula Strawberry Fest, is that Hammond?
The Strawberry Fest is huge too. Yeah, for sure. But like Hammond was starting to get a really good reputation for having really awesome restaurants. You know? There's a lot of great food down there that people don't really know about. And now it's just a small town, it's hurting a little bit.
Yeah.
So anything that I can do to help them out. A buddy of mine owns Bento and the Depot in Independence, and he's the one that I was just talking to you about. The guy that I randomly said, "Hey man, we should sit down and do a podcast together." Well, he called me and said, "Hey, let's do this," and I was like, "We have to do it now."
Yeah. Now it's on. You just have to get it on the books.
Yeah. So,
I'm the worst person too, and I don't know if you feel this. Like I film my schedule, and then I look at I used to be like, watch my schedule by the week and whatever. And now I'm like, I just check it day by day. And I'm like, all right, well, I guess I did that. Like, I agreed to do this.
I live by my calendar. If I put it in the calendar, it has to happen. It's been a rule that I've always had. So if I don't put it in the calendar, it's a thing that might happen. But if it's in there, it's going to happen.
That's what like I've had to just make sure like I schedule things. I schedule drive
time block? Transit time is what I call it. Travel time.
So I time block. I drive time, drink time, food time.
Mm-hmm.
Like because also in this life I live now, I don't have time, and that's such a bad thing of like not having enough time to eat. But it's like bop. Like,
sometimes I don't eat until I get home, and my wife is like, "You work at a restaurant. Why don't you eat?" And it's like
you're going to the gym. Like
yeah, dude. I can't, dude. I don't put time in to eat, which is probably a bad thing because then I just end up to overeat.
I don't do it every day because then I also like if I schedule an hour to eat, well then like I kind of get lost in the sauce, and like I love to sit at my computer, and like if I'm at home, this is so bad as a foodie. My guilty pleasure is SpaghettiOs.
Oh,
and like
there's nothing wrong with that.
I will tear up a can of SpaghettiOs like nobody's business, and like
do you
literally
doctor it up or do you go straight cold from the can?
I'll heat it up and salt it, but I also if I'm doing something else I'll do like tteokbokki, but do it with like cheese.
Know what that is.
Oh my gosh, me and you have to go to Chow Yum. Chow Yum has the best in town. I think they might be the only restaurant that serves it, but it's like little rice cakes that are like little logs, and they it's got like topped with the kimchi and mozzarella and like all this stuff.
Ooh.
But it's such a good dish. I think it's Korean, yeah. And oh my god. How have you never had it?
Because I don't go there very often. Like it's just kind of out of the way for me. Like Nino's, I've never been there either. Because by the time I think about it, it's always like a weekend.
Yeah, no, you're not getting in.
And then I see their Instagram. I'm like, dude, I can't fight that, dude. Like,
you never go to Nino's without a reservation. Like, and then like I said, Tuesday, Wednesdays, Thursdays, you're out. Yeah, I wouldn't even do it. But they have the best. They're only restaurant in town that makes their gnocchi homemade.
Oh yeah,
their gnocchi is the best.
So this is how I started thinking that I needed to do this for the restaurant. Was I started following them, and I was like, they're so active, like people forget you exist if you're not constantly doing these things, and like you just get lost in the shuffle. Like we've been around for 15 years, but I feel like a lot of people still don't know who we are. And like this, I got to put a face to the business, like people buy from people.
People love JP, and then they're like, oh, I got to go support him.
Yes.
And that, like it goes from there. And I mean, that's just like, there's so many businesses in the town where their food is, I don't want to say it's mediocre. I want to say it's just normal. It's just.
But you support the people.
You support the people, and you're like, you know what? Like, I'm going to do it.
The people make the food better.
Yes.
Like the food can't carry the whole restaurant. I think it has to be a combination of all of it.
Yep.
Like I like the person. I like what they're doing. I love their mission.
I'm going to try.
Like their food.
I'm going to do what I can. Especially like
I've been saying this a lot. Like hospitality is what I want to be known for. Like winning best burger 13 years in a row doesn't really matter to me at this point because yes, I'm going to continue to put. Yeah, I'm going to continue putting out a great product, but I want to focus on how you feel when you leave.
Yep.
That's the only thing that matters to me and the team right now. Is like obviously we just had a kitchen manager meeting about food and stuff, but like it has to be good. But how you feel, dude.
Yep.
Like that's why you come back.
That's what I mean. Literally, for 5 years in a row, I've been nominated like top 5 influencers in Baton Rouge and yada. But like, I've never won it, and like, I'm at the point where I don't want to win it because I know the work that I've done. Yeah. Like it was so.
You don't need an award to validate you.
Exactly. Like I have the people that are doing that. I mean, like trust me, I love an award.
It's political too. You do, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's why like when you see like best of, you're like, all right, the ones that I didn't have to advertise for, like those are the ones like, dude, I went out of nowhere.
Yep.
Those are the ones that I like, and I'm proud of those. But the ones where you're like, hey, you want to get a full page ad, and you're like,
nah, dog, I'm good.
Yeah, dude.
Also, you're probably gonna win already. Like you're probably gonna at least get top 5, and like your name's
at least be mentioned. Yeah.
I'm so over the political game behind that stuff. And look, I get it. You're a business. You have to make money, and it's not just one magazine in this town. Yep. It's a multiple. Another one just started doing one of them. I won't name drop so we don't get sued. But they, it's a money grab, and you have to pay for that one. And it's just like, nah. Like, how about we like Chuck P and Eat the Boot guys? They always do a really great job of like talking about like because there was some whenever you let there's this thing of when you let the general population vote.
Yes.
They are just
that's why I like
consumers, right? Like
what is people's choice?
People's choice. Yes. Like what is the best coffee in town? Of course you're gonna say CC's. Of course you're gonna say like who has the best donut in town? Krispy Kreme. Like you're gonna say all these brands that are brand recognition because they have the marketing to get in your face.
Yes.
Who's the best attorney in town? Not Gordon McKernan, but like
you're gonna think Gordon.
You're gonna think he's all over the place. So it all comes down to brand recognition, and that's where we also have to tell
attention
people
and awareness. Yeah.
We have to tell people like, hey, like because people are always like, what's the return on investment for social media? Like, oh, I didn't get 1 million sales from the post that y'all made. You're not, but you're going to get somebody saw this video, somebody saved it. People don't like things in the way that they previously liked things. Like 5 years ago, the metric was like, oh, people liked this post. It's working. Yeah. People are tired of liking things. They save things more.
I forget to. Like, I'll share really cool things. You know, like I do it for all my friends. Like it's not even on the platform anymore. It's like text message.
Yep.
You know, I mean, I guess it does bring them back to the thing, but they don't realize how many times you have to get in front of somebody in order to get like a click, a follow.
Yep.
You know, like it's like Google 7-11-4 rule, right? Within 90 days.
Yep. I had a call.
Do you know that one?
Who is it?
7-11-4 rule. Yeah, dude. So yeah, I live by that now because like that's how like I think of like this is why this content is so important because like 7 hours of content, you know how hard that is to get for most people?
Yep.
But if we can sit here for 2 hours, bro, you only have 5 hours left to figure it out on your own.
Yep, exactly. Know? Well, that's what's like so many people are so, and I get it. Like as a business owner, you know, it's your return on investment has to matter, but also like it's.
You can't track it like exactly. It's so hard to track now unless it's like a click.
Yep.
You know, like unless it's like a Google ad. Yes, you can.
If you're paying,
you can track this.
If you're paying $4,000 for social media from somebody and you're only getting 2 likes, we got a problem.
Yes.
There is a problem. We need to figure out something. But like, if your marketing dollars should never stop. And like, there was Trent from GatorWorks told me a great example one time about back whenever like all the cereal brands were like all kind of. There was something I forgot. Gosh, what was it? It was. Somebody was like going out of business or something like that. And I'm going to butcher the story. I don't want to tell it. But it literally like there was a brand that did not stop doing it. Kellogg. And all the cereal brands were kind of like slowing down and everybody was pulling their money. And they were the ones that were like, no, we're going to keep going. And then literally they kept going. And now they are the cereal brand.
Oh, dude, hold on. I know what you're talking about. This was like during like 2008 or something. Yeah. And then like when everyone slowed down on marketing, they're the only ones that kept going. I can't remember either.
Who it was.
But it was like, that's how they built where they are today, which the lesson was, if it's important to do, it's important to do all the time.
Yep.
So even when money starts to dry out, so to speak, like those things are very important. Yeah.
You got to figure it out. If you're not able to spend money, you got to be in the community. You got to be like marketing is so many different facets of like, you have to be not only like your marketing is social media is just one part of it.
It's just one. Yeah.
But you have to keep it going to do it. And like, maybe you're not having all the influencers. You're not having the Olivia Dunn come in. Cause like, who can afford $30,000 for one reel that might get you a little exposure?
I'm super lucky. She came and filmed her Amazon special there with her family.
Oh,
and stuff.
at our mom's?
Yeah.
Nice.
That was super cool. Like they reached out to us for it. So I was like, dude, heck yeah, dude. Like, she's awesome.
And you don't have to answer this. Did you get any recognition from that where people came in, they're like, I saw you on the Olivia Dunn commercial and I came in because of this?
Do you know I didn't capitalize on that at all? Like, I didn't even promote that at all. I
don't feel like I saw it like much.
There's so many things that happen for the restaurant that I'm proud of, but I don't blast.
Yeah.
But I'm starting to realize, because someone said the other day, like, we donate and we, charities, this and that, and like, we're always trying to help people. And they're like, well, why aren't you posting about it? I was like, because that's not how I was raised. Like, we do good things for people and we don't seek recognition.
Yep.
But then they're like, if you don't post it,
nobody's gonna know.
Yeah, it's like it didn't happen. And I was like, how crappy of a statement is that?
Yeah, and that's what, like, that is so hard, because like I was in kind of with the community fridge the last 2 weeks has been
because I want to talk about that too. Yeah, talk about that, because like is the community fridge the same as the Amazon thing?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Because my wife donated to that. She was like, tell Jordan I did that.
Oh, wifey, thank you. Literally, so the full story is that the Red Shoes has been around for 3+ years of just the fridge, but then that organization has been around for a long time. I'm gonna be honest, I didn't know much about the organization until literally last week. I knew about the fridge though, and so like once a year, every now and then, I'd make a post about the fridge and be like, hey, like, here's your reminder, what, yada yada. And then I always run into I think it's the associated director, executive director, I don't want to butcher her title, but Dorcas Brandon. She's amazing. And literally, I every single Monday go spend my money at House Brew, a local coffee shop. Okay. So it's literally Monday, Wednesday, Friday, or whatever it may be, at 8 a.m. I'm walking in to get my coffee. Dorcas is already sitting there with her coffee, and we love supporting Manny, the owner of House Brew. So it's always like we always see each other, and like she did a great initiative in July where she was like she wanted to get Baton Rouge businesses to stock the fridge, and that month was just crazy for me. It was rough. I was truly like in over my head on all the things, and so I was like, dude, I promise, like I want to be a part of this, and I'm a woman of my word. I just am. I can't give anymore, and so I had I was so ashamed that I couldn't do anything that month, but I was like, I promise I'm going to do something. So then finally, like I'd been planning, like, okay, I think November, December, I think something that would be impactful instead of making one large donation would be just like, let's make some small meals. And like my office, where to go,
I saw that.
Social media.
Yeah, that was very cool.
We're going to get whoever wants to be involved. Nobody's forced to do it, but like, I'm going to do this thing. Whoever chooses to be a part of it can. We'll make like 40 sandwiches every Monday, call it a thing. So I told her, I was like, hey, like we're going to do this thing. I'm so excited. And then I went, we made it or whatever. And then when I went, I was like, I probably need to go ahead and like do the post for it. I had no idea about the SNAP benefits. Like I didn't know that was happening. So timing is everything of the way this went down. So I did my normal community fridge. And again, you can scroll back through my feed and see where I've posted 2 or 3 times about them. And so we made the post, I went to go deliver the sandwiches, and I was like, let me just like do whatever. And the second that I had made the drop, 3 separate families had walked up, and I was like, damn, like that goes quick. So like
from your post or just in general?
Just in general.
Randomly.
So, like literally randomly, the timing of everything. So like 3 people, like one person came up on a bike, one person walked down the street, a car pulled over.
Talk
and I was
about
like,
feeding your soul right away.
Immediately. And I was like, damn, that's good. So then I made the post, and I was just like, hey, like I want to remind everybody, like there's this thing, our community fridge needs us more than ever, yada, yada, yada. Not really thinking much about the SNAP. If I did, it was not, what I knew it was going to end up being. And then like within 30 minutes of me making the video, it blew up. But then also people are like, how do I help? How do I help? How do I help? And I'm always a big believer of like, it's not my job to be like, oh, well, you can contact Red Shoes and like see how you can help them, whatever. They have already limited resources, but it's not my job to put more work on their plate. I'm very big about that kind of stuff. So I was just like, well, you know what? Like I can, if the biggest thing is people, people talk shit about Baton Rouge and like it's unsafe, and we are unsafe city. Yes,
crime, this and that.
People are so scared to go to the community fridge, and I'm like, it is a safe, like where it's at is safe, but also like you have to get out of that gutter of like I'm gonna get attacked at the community fridge kind of thing. So I was like, okay, I gotta get past the people, but there's people that have money, they just don't know what to do and they freeze up. But it's also consumerism where like, how easy is it for you to purchase something on TikTok shop, right? If I can just make it 2 click of buttons, I'm gonna get the most out of this. So I just created an Amazon wish list, and it had like 10 items on it. It was sold out like the second I posted the link. And I was like, oh, okay. So I went and added more things. And when I checked, I haven't even looked at it this week because all the packages now are coming to my house. And I'm the one, like I've taken on this
Amazon
role.
warehouse now.
You say that, but yes, there is. We've unboxed 200 plus boxes in the last like a week. So it started a movement. And so like, I'm very big. Like we have made, instead of 1 drop, we made 3 drops just last week.
That's so awesome that let's call it influence, can do that for people.
And I'm always people. There was
I'm sure it's a lot though.
This is so humbling and so like, my heart feels good and makes you fall in love with the city. Cause like, again, I'm still, I get mad at the city.
Your plate's already full.
My plate's already full. I get mad at the city. I get mad at the things that we could be doing better. So this has like helped me love Baton Rouge again. Cause like
be the change you want to see kind of thing.
Yes. And like I started this cause I didn't want to bitch about a community that I lived in. I wanted to be a part of the solution. And like, so not gonna lie, like the last year I've just kind of like, with all the political stuff, it kind of makes you fall out of love a little bit. But then this is like, oh my God, okay, I love this city. Like I love the people.
Are amazing.
People want to help and they just don't know. And like you have to put yourself back in their shoes. But then there were like WBRZ interviewed me on Sunday. And of course, like you can't go to WBRZ or WFB. You can't go to any news station's comment section because that's where actual hell lives.
Dude, crazies come out.
Crazies. And they're like, oh, like how dare people, how about you teach them how to do a job application or whatever. I'm like, do you realize that 1 in 5 Louisianans are on SNAP benefits? Of those 1 in 5 actually have jobs. Yeah. Of those are elderly people that have served in our military, people that are young mothers, people that are in domestic abuse situations. Like, who are you to tell people what they should do? People
just don't understand that life happens and like you assume that everyone lives the exact same cookie cutter life that you have. And then they can't understand that. I'm sorry, there's other people. Like you don't like companies lay off people. Like it's crazy.
Well, also like if in the I did go look at it because I am toxic and I was like, let me go look to see so I can like see if I need to go fight or whatever.
Yeah, dude.
And like so many people, like I think one thing that regardless of what your political stance is or whatever, everything is expensive and nothing should be like this. Our community should not feel, no kid should go hungry, So I think that we've brought light to a lot of things and it's not just me. There's so many other people because from that movement, like, sure, we started an Amazon fridge, but then there's people that are cooking meals and there's people that
I saw that. Who was just doing that recently? What was it?
We've had so many people cook from it. And I say we, like the Red Shoes is the one that put that fridge out there.
There's a restaurant that just did that I just saw. Like, what are they making, sandwiches or po' boys or something? What was it?
Caroline's Cookies.
Boom.
Caroline's Cookies did sandwiches last night. And like, the whole thing of this is it's not me, it's we. Yes. And like, we are part of the community. And like, if you don't want to help make sandwiches and you don't want to help do things, don't do it.
You don't have to, yeah.
Go stay home.
There's other ways to help or don't help.
Yep, you don't have to help. That is, you live in a free country where you can do whatever you want to do. But so all that to say, it's really been incredible. It's really made me fall in love with the city again. I don't see an end of it. The Amazon packages are still coming. Like literally, my husband and I we go to walk out of our door last night and there's 30 packages.
Get out. Yeah.
No, literally, it's a fire hazard. It's a fire hazard. And so, but we are trying to figure out like, okay, like how do we make sure all these resources? Because I don't want all this stuff just to live in my house. And like, I'm trying to do updates of it, but also, I want to make sure not just the Red Shoes is getting all the benefits. There's a brand new community fridge that just popped up 2 days ago. So
where is that one?
Is it Gus Young? I think it's on the corner of Gus Young. It's dang it, I don't know the name of it right off the bat, but I want to say from all this conversation, there's been a brand new one that pops up, and like, how cool is that? Like more fridges popping up. Like, let's do it.
Dude, that's what we need more of. People just helping more people.
People helping more people.
That makes me happy to just live here.
I know. Well, there used to be this amazing organization that I used to just try to do whatever I could to help, like donate money and this goes back to the conversation of I don't show all the work that I do in this town. Like I don't need to brag about the money that I donate to places and whatever. Like I believe in that's coming through, but also like I'm now able to use what I'm doing and it brought so much more. So like, I do think that you should talk about the work that you're doing, but also realize that it can bring more resources. So like, it's so hard because you don't want to, look, I do love a good humble brag. I love bragging about the work that I've done because I'm proud of myself. Yeah. But I'm also I want
to brag to the right people though.
Brag to the right people, but also like if I can, me using my platform for the last 2 weeks has gotten so much
traction. Do you know how many families you fed?
Yeah. And that's the hard thing too. In that
do you track that or can they track that? Like, is that a thing?
They don't track it, but like I track it with my eyes.
I was like, talk about a feel good.
So every single time I've made a drop, and this is again where the comments and the news station comments were like, oh, it's the same people coming and getting the same things and they're just taking and blah, blah, blah. And it's the people from across the street. I've never seen the same person twice at that community fridge. And I've never seen somebody grab a whole haul of things. I've seen them grab things and I've seen them grab like 2 or 3 of this or 2 or 3 of that. I've never seen somebody offload the fridge like
hoarding to themselves.
Yeah. And like, you know what? If they are
greedy.
hoarding, I don't know their story. And it's not my business. Like if you're in the situation where you have to
Maybe
go
they're
to,
giving it out to other people.
I hope so.
Yeah.
If that is what, hey, we need more people. We need more people to deliver. So please help us. I'll put you on the roster. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's been super heartwarming. And if anybody wants to help, there's an Amazon list.
Yeah.
But also you can do the work yourself. Like you can go cook your own meals. You don't have to cook a meal for 50 people. Cook 5 meals. Or if you have leftovers, like last night we had Chinese food for dinner and we had leftovers. And guess what? We can take those leftovers and make those into 2 other meals. Because you know, every time you go to a Chinese restaurant,
Wow, yeah.
they load you up.
That's
and like,
what I love about Chinese restaurants.
nobody's saying you have to cook the food. Nobody's saying that you have to. People just need food. And I'm also not saying like don't give them dirty food. You know what I'm saying? But people like a peanut butter and jelly sandwich goes so far. And like some people are like, oh, well, like you're just giving peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. That is a meal for some people. And like that is what we have the resources to.
People go days without eating.
Yeah. Have you ever like felt that like whenever you, and I know we're going so off the rails, but like that uncomfortable feeling if you haven't ate and you're getting hangry? Imagine experiencing that for 5 days.
And then not being able to do anything about it.
Yeah. I'd be in a ward. I would not be okay because I get hangry and I get grumpy and I can only imagine 5 days.
You get sad, I'm sure. Like,
well, it also messes with your, you know, that's why we have
metabolism, brain chemicals, all of it. Yeah.
all of it. That's why there's so many things that, you know, it attributes. I don't know the percentage. That's not my job to know the percentages of like how much of the hunger in this city attributes to crime and attributes to
I've
mental
never thought
breaks.
about that. Wow. Oh, dude, yeah.
There's so many things because like
if you don't nourish the body.
you're going like
Yes.
it all feeds. Yeah.
That was wow.
Yeah.
Wow. That was
And
good,
I
dude.
don't know stats. Like I'm not the stat girl, but I do
don't
know that
think
it
I
all.
need stats to know that that's true.
Yeah.
You know?
We went deep on this podcast, but like, hey,
Did
you
we?
know, it's we care about the community, and you know, we want to see. Nobody wants to live. You know how shameful it is to live in the most dangerous city in the United States.
Mm-hmm.
We're top 5. Like that's not something that any of us are proud of.
No, we don't talk about that.
Yeah, like we're like
we
whenever
talk about gumbo and like
yeah, which is like crazy because people I get all the time. International people are like, I'm coming from the UK. What do I do? And I'm like, here's all the things you do. And they're like, all right, like I'm staying here. Do you recommend that? I'm like, yeah, you probably shouldn't stay there. I'm
gonna be honest with you. Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. Like, but you have to be because like I don't want you to come to the city and you get a negative experience. And like we have, you know, we've had times where people have come to this city and unfortunately lost their lives due to things, but also like they've made decisions that have done things. Like like there was a tourist that came here for work 2 years ago, and I
remember that.
The guy that was rolled up in the rug.
Yeah. Oh, dude, that was a crappy story to hear, but yeah, dude, that wasn't like
terrible circumstances, and like he got into the wrong people, but also
poor decision making.
Poor decision making,
You
and
know,
like
we can't blame everything on just
yep
the environment.
You can't, and so that's where like you know we always talk about Baton Rouge and like downtown so dangerous. Downtown is at the biggest capacity it's ever been business wise in a long time, but like we don't talk about that. We don't talk about like how successful it is right now because it doesn't feel that way.
I was about to say, let's talk about that because I've been under the assumption that downtown hasn't been, let's call it booming lately, but it is.
To my knowledge, the stats that I've heard is that it's at its highest occupancy rate.
That's awesome.
Which is like crazy when you think post-COVID.
Yeah.
Now I could be being lied to. But that was from a good
downtown
close.
to flourish because I used to love going down there.
They've talked, you know, for years. Like if we had public transit, if we had transit that just went from Southern to LSU to downtown, let's put college students downtown. Like let's get the kids that are 21 up. Let's
they
blow
can
it up.
live there. Yeah.
Let's put a Trader Joe's downtown. I don't want another big corporation, but if we're gonna put one, let's put one that's doing it right. Let's put Trader Joe's down there. Let's put a movie theater down there. Why we don't do that, I don't know. That's outside of my scope of pay.
Yeah,
I don't get paid to make those bucks.
I'm not that type of professional. Like I can cook a burger. That's about it.
But I do know that we have plenty of space available for people to rent downtown.
Yes.
There's, you know, we have housing crisis where, you know, our students need affordable living that isn't shitty dorms. So again, that's just spitballing a crazy idea things to do.
We've got places to live.
We have plenty of restaurants downtown. We have plenty of bars. Like we're not in jeopardy of losing our liquor license in downtown.
I know.
Like, let's do something cool with it.
I know.
I just know it's getting close for time for her.
Oh, it's 10:27, bro.
Right. So
we yapped.
Yeah, holy shit.
But we need to do an ending, and then just a suggestion if you want to do it real quick. We've been talking about a lot about the food bank. Do y'all want to do like a little thing together to like?
I think we just did that.
Okay, you can just cut that out.
Yeah,
Like,
we're
if you wanna do
not.
it directly,
Yeah,
don't worry
we're
about it.
not that type
Then
of
we're just
people.
really at that time where we need to.
Do you have an
wrap up
editing
this
team,
video.
by the way?
No.
Oh shit. Okay. Well then, I'll cut the snippet for you then.
Oh, I mean, if not, if you can give it to me and then I can edit, or if you literally y'all just send me clips, like I trust that y'all can.
Well, the thing is, so I use like AutoCut and like Opus, so like it's not me manually clipping, so it's just like random things that they think would go quote unquote viral, right? So like sometimes it's like that's stupid, but like I can manually cut clips. But I will just run it through and like whatever they spit out, I send it to people. So I'm going to send you a Google Drive link of everything so you can cut down your own snippets and use it however you want. Once again, this is for you it's content. All it is free content, right? How you use it, I don't really care. Well, I say that, but I wouldn't bring you on if you were going to use it in a negative way, right? So everyone that I've brought on, I know they're going to use this content in a very positive manner. So use it however you want, whatever it can do. Like when you talk about clients or something, like, dude, give it to them. You know what I mean? Like this is just for fun.
This is fun, but also like, yeah, any way that I trust y'all. So literally if y'all tag me, we will reshare. There are just some people that I'm like,
yeah. How do I untag myself? Right?
No, literally
Like,
you say that, but like, I trust.
Like I'll only tag you if like first you have something to do with whatever it is that I'm posting. But shit, how do we end this thing?
How do we end it? Yeah.
I don't know how we end this. I know we have to go, so it's a time limit thing. So
I know we could yap literally all day, and
I know.
like
This is fun for me though.
we need it. I almost want to do a part 2 where we like
We
have
are
a
going to do a
beer
part
drink.
2. Yeah. So I said this yesterday for the first time ever. It was, I don't bring on people that I don't plan on having a part 2 with, because once again, the whole purpose is to get to know
Build
one another.
yeah.
Yeah. So it's not a like one and done. It's not like I'm collecting guests.
On this episode, you've seen us with our coffee, but wait till you see us with our alcohol. You thought this was off the rails. It's about to get worse.
It gets a lot more fun. Like you're really going to want to stay tuned for that.
The cameras are going to start shaking because
Well, we've never done this way. Why don't we end off? You want to come back? Why don't we schedule, like, say she's coming back in December?
No, they got to look at calendars and stuff. Come on, man. It's
I'll
not
look at my
organic.
calendar right now.
I was like, it's not work. Well, fuck, let's do it.
Let's do it. Look,
All right.
You know the introvert in us.
Yeah, I was like to say, we'll figure out a part 2 right now. So November's pretty packed. So
Thinking maybe December, like first or second week.
Do y'all have a?
well, if you stop talking, we can use this.
What is What do y'all have a What is it called? Do y'all have a mobile setup so y'all can do this mobile on the road
we
or
are
no?
a mobile company. So like this is just like not random, but this is like gear that we don't bring anywhere.
Yeah.
So we have.
Are you down to go cut up in a bar, or do you want to do it back here?
100%. I'm down to go. We've never done it before. We've never done the podcast at a bar before.
We could go downtown to Danny's.
Okay.
And be about it.
Okay. I'll bring mics. I'll bring these mics because I love these mics. We'll bring cameras. We'll bring the whole thing.
We could also go to your restaurant, but like,
I can't relax when I'm there.
yeah, no, then yeah, people are gonna find you. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, oh, they're not doing this right, or they're out of uniform, or like it's so hard to relax when it's there because it's always work mode. You can't turn it off.
That's fair. That's fair.
No.
What about December? What days are good for you?
We are probably, let's see.
I love a good Monday.
Dude, I can do it on a Monday. Mondays are easy days to do, like a Monday evening.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm good for.
And I'll start day drinking early. Like, don't threaten me with a good time.
Oh, God.
I'll start at 4:00.
Well, I can end my day usually a lot. I can do whatever I want if I schedule it out. So Monday the 1st, 8th, 15th, 22. Well, 22
15th.
might be too. 15th, perfect. All right. December 15th, we'll do Danny's.
Hell yeah.
I've never been. I want to go.
Look, he has a soup flight right now that's called it's just a soup flight, but it's for bitches. And he says he's bitches.
A soup flight for bitches?
Yeah.
What does that even mean?
Well, because you know bitches love soup.
I do love soup.
I'm bitches. So like it really, look, we have some great things to try. Yeah. You want to do 4:00?
Yeah, let's do that. what's it called? Danny's
Danny's Dive Bar.
Dive Bar. Why?
I'll give him the heads up.
I was like, why is this not pulling up?
It's brand new.
Okay. So
It's
I'll
in the old new Happies.
Oh, that's right. Okay. Maybe I'll look up Happies because I have to put in the actual address because it's transit time. I need to know how long it's going to take to get somewhere. 4 p.m.
Let's do it. 4 p.m.
What
Yeah.
time are they open?
Oh, he's open for lunch and everything.
Oh, for all day. Oh, perfect. Then we'll probably come a little early. We'll set up some cameras. It probably won't be the best production value, but who cares? All I care about is we're going to have a good time. So 4 p.m.
We're gonna have the best time, and we're gonna eat food, and
Yep.
we're gonna put our phones on silent and not have people blowing us up.
Dude, you heard my phone?
Mine too. I don't know. Like everybody is like, oh, it's Friday. Let's get things done. No, stop that. This is when we start doing this is a Monday problem or it's a Q1 problem.
Yeah, a Q1 problem, right?
No more. I don't want any more.
Dude, perfect. Dude, who should we invite?
We could bring the Eat the Boo Boys.
I love them.
We could just party.
I know.
Like
That's the kind of party that I want to do, yeah. Or it could be just us, Michael. I'll bring Sarah. Well, Sarah can come after work, you know?
I'll get Michael. Good.
Yeah.
Done.
Dude, perfect. All right, dude, you're in. We're perfect.
Hell yeah. Let's
All right,
go.
part 2 coming soon then.
Part 2.
All right. Well, thank you for coming in. I had a lot of fun talking to you.
This is fun. And then we'll go off if you thought this was off the rails.
Oh, this is nothing.
Wait till the tequila comes out.
Wow. I'm a shot person.
I know. I saw.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah. You are shooting bourbon. Scary.
Yeah. I'll shoot anything.
I'll do like lemon drops.
I will also do lemon drops. Yes.
Hey, I'll be like, make the girliest drinks you can in a shot form or like coffee.
I'm a big fan of.
Should we just bar crawl? Should we just like bar crawl downtown?
I'm into that. Holy smokes. I get stir crazy staying in the same place for too long.
Yeah.
So I love to bar hop. Like restaurant hop too. I love grabbing one app from every place, an app and a drink from most, and then moving on. There's nothing more
want a bar
fun
crawl?
than that.
Yeah.
We'll definitely.
We'll talk about it. We'll talk about
figure
it.
this
We'll
out.
make this mobile. We'll just put the cameras on wheels and just wheel it through downtown.
I'm sure we can get someone with a gimbal or something and just be like, just follow us.
Done. Just follow.
Yeah,
An
done.
Oslo thing, whatever it's called.
Yeah, Pocket 3, like a DJI.
Yeah.
For sure.
All right.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be perfect.
We're doing it.
Yeah, we
I'm
are.
so excited.
All right, Jordan, thanks for coming in, dude.
Thank you. This is amazing.
Awesome. Dude, that was fun.
Oh, look at us.
Dude, how did time go by so quickly?
I looked down and I was like, fuck, it's 10:30. Oh my God. And thank God for you saying something.